Everyone has the capacity for greatness. We all have inside of us the ability to step beyond ourselves and achieve big things. I mean, it's why we've been to the moon, why we've taken giant leaps in science and technology, and discovered so much about the seemingly unknowable universe. But guess what? Most of the time, we live normal, average lives. Chances are, you and me, we're just okay. And that's okay. Welcome, my friends, to the podcast that celebrates the everyday, the mundane, the totally normal. Let's talk about that trivial thought of yours. Let's parse out the ordinary circumstances that make up the majority of our lives. Let's come together and just chat. Whether it's about a mild inconvenience or a simple joy, that's what we're here for. I'm Kris. I'm your friend. Yes, that's right. I'm your friend now, and this is your safe space. Welcome to You're Just Okay, and That's Okay. In this first episode, we're going to be talking about the one thing that connects us all, the thing that none of us can escape, no matter what age, race, or walk of life you're from. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are household chores. That's right. I don't care who you are, you're going to wash dishes at some point. And no matter how great you are at anything, buddy boy, you're probably going to have to take out the trash. And especially now that we've been stuck inside for a few months, chores have probably taken up a lot of your time and mental space. However, as draining as housekeeping might be for most of us, not all chores are created equal. It's different for everybody. Some people find joy in folding laundry, although I can't imagine why. Some can't wait to cook up meals for themselves or their loved ones. For me, personally, it's dishwashing. There's just something about clearing out a sink full of dishes and seeing them all clean and glimmering on your dish dryer. You wipe down your empty sink and countertop and you look back and see your masterpiece, and it's just so refreshing. Well, now I talked to a couple of my friends about this scintillating topic the other day, and it turned out to be just as interesting as I knew it would be. There's Vicky, a dear old friend of mine who has been in lockdown with her husband, also a dear old friend of mine, and she's discovered that she can actually cook.
Did you discover a favorite new household chore?
I actually like cooking now.
Vicky is a fantastic pole fitness and flexibility teacher, but prior to this, she wasn't exactly an aficionado in the kitchen.
Before this, my definition of cooking was literally to turn something uncooked into something edible. You wouldn't get salmonella from. That, like, literally the broccoli was dark green and now it's a bright green.
But since the community quarantine, looks like she's discovered a burgeoning talent.
I feel encouraged to try different things. I think it's a lot of other people being adventurous as well, and me seeing them and being like, you bake? No way. If you can bake, I can bake. Like, yeah, my sister will send us like cakes she made, and like we grew up in the same like household. We're not bakers. Like, yeah. Before, I would always ask my mom for certain meals that her cook would prepare for us growing up. Like her lasagna is like one of my favorite dishes ever. She would have like staple meals that she'd prepare in my mom's house. And every now and then I'd be like, Mom, I'm super craving for this. Can you please ask her to like make some, and can you send some over? But now that's not really like a possibility. I mean, like, yes, you could do that, but like, please, let's not put another car on the road just for that. I'm kind of getting more confidence to try it out myself. So like, I asked her for the recipe for her lasagna and I did it the other day and I can't believe it. And I really like set aside, like I was like, Thursday, I'm not teaching at night. That's the day I'm gonna make the lasagna. Or like I made mushroom risotto. That's like I never in my life thought I would be one of those people that made, like, I've always heard risotto was hard. Not hard, but like it takes you long.
Right.
But and then like, I mean, honestly, I can't like imagine how mushrooms and rice becomes like what I order in a restaurant. You know,
So basically, Vicky's kind of unlocked a new level in her life, and I personally couldn't be happier for her. But of course, even if we grow some new appreciation for certain household chores, there are still some that we wish we didn't have to do.
it's really anything that has to do with like drains, like whether in the bathroom, like cleaning up my hair, or like cleaning the sink, or the sink in the kitchen. Like we have a strain to catch like the food, and cleaning that up, and even like scrubbing the sink and like any of that stuff. Throwing out the trash, cleaning the trash can. Like the other, siguro mga 1 week ago, I had like I'm so sick of cleaning this trash can. We have like a trash can for all the wet food, like the food waste. Really, like, I hate the smell. I hate trying to clean this trash can. Like, when can we have cleaners again? Like,
And I don't blame her at all. Throwing out the trash sucks. After I spoke with Vicky, I thought it would be interesting to hear the point of view of someone who's already a fantastic home cook, but is pretty new to the concept of making a home.
My name is Chris. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Pat. We are 37 and we're 2 years into our marriage.
Chris's biggest change in his married life has been the move from his family home to condominium living in the city. Needless to say, it's been an interesting switch for him.
I remember the first night that we spent in our condo. I heard a knocking in the door, in the front door, and it happened, several times. And then I wake Pat up. Did you hear that? And then she's like half asleep, and she turns to her side, and she to me, and realizes I'm no longer beside her in the bed. I was actually by the door, the front door, with a baton, thinking that someone would break into our house, our condo. And then she was laughing at me. She's like, no, it's safe here. It's safe. But then I realized after, a week or two, hey, it's actually easier than I thought. And there were no changes. Almost. I had the skill set of surviving, I guess. And that was more than enough. The things that I do miss are the sounds. Living in a house, you heard birds in the morning. You would hear the rain trickling in the roof. And it's the soothing sound. You lose that when you're living in a condominium.
Since the quarantine, he's found himself with a lot more time to cook, much to his and his wife Pat's delight.
The more elaborate the dish, the more time I spend in the kitchen, 2-3 hours preparing it. And then after that, you realize you're kind of tired, or you're spent, or you feel some sense of accomplishment. It's like, yeah, I made this. And you put it in the oven and you wait for 45 minutes to an hour. And then you see your better half enjoy the meal that you made. I guess that's one of the reasons why I like cooking. But I cook even more now than I ever have in my life.
Is there something that you realized you really absolutely hate doing? Like, banish to hell this chore forever.
Banished to hell is my love-hate relationship with cleaning the bathroom. Love-hate. I hate cleaning it. Because, there's so many nooks and crannies, and it's a long process. You have to clean it with detergent first, and then you have to dry it out, and then you disinfect it after. But then the feeling of walking into a clean bathroom is like, yeah, I nailed this. It's so sparkly.
But yes, I do understand that. Now try living with a man who has a beard, who likes
Oh my
to
God.
shave it everywhere in the bathroom. It's really like, do you hate me? There's so many little things floating
I guess
around.
you married a Sasquatch.
I really did. I truly did. One of the things I've done is grow my leg hair so long it has curled. It,
What?
it has. I was really like, Ooh, I didn't know it could do that.
Is it still curled?
Here's the thing, I only have very, very little leg hair. It's weird. Sobrang konti niya, pero whatever's there, it can grow so long. It'll like curl at the end. It's beautiful. It's this most magical thing I've discovered this quarantine.
Right. You didn't need to know that, but whatever.
I'm not a hairy man, so I
Are
don't
you
have.
not? Even your legs, silky smooth?
Look at my mustache.
Oh.
2 months na yan. De joke lang.
Mas makapal pa yung akin, Yams. Ano ba yan?
I've shaved my mustache more now than on a regular day because I'm so lazy to shave the hair on top of my lip. But it's like I'm running out of things to do, so it becomes a weekly routine.
Just to add one more thing to your
Add
list.
one more task. Yeah.
The loveliest thing that's come out of this for Chris, though, is a deeper connection to his faith. And I think that's beautiful.
Pate and I are Catholic, so it's a very important and necessary thing for us to attend Holy Mass in church. And not having that is, it's sad. The other day we had to run errands, and then it just so happened they lifted the restrictions already on movement. No? So we decided, why don't we just take a peek into the church? And it gave us much comfort. But here at home, we pray together every night. So those are the improvements, though, we didn't do before. Praying together. It's not only good as a activity together, but we feel that it also improved our relationship. Those are the quote unquote good things. That I didn't think that we would enjoy doing together more, frequently, religiously, and it's not a chore anymore. It's like something that you do together and you're happy to do.
And so, dear friends, we find ourselves at the end of our episode talking about the chores that make and break us. I suppose even during, and maybe perhaps because of, our current circumstances, humanity will always find some way to overcome and make the best of our situation. Whether it be finding the cure, beating the sickness, or even as simple as making that delicious lasagna you've always wanted to try. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been You're Just Okay, and that's okay. Talk to you again next time. Bye!